There's a dichotomy of people in this country. Half the people, maybe not half, but there are a lot of people that look at Trump and say, you know what? Like Charlie, I think he's a negotiator. I've seen what he's done in the past. I think that he knows what he's doing. That's what they say. Whereas other people say, are you out of your mind completely? This guy has no idea. He's bankrupted. You know,
there's individuals who can hold both ideas in their mind. By the way,
did you think he knew what he was doing with negotiations?
I thought he might be able to.
The art of the deal. He's written books. He's a businessman.
How far he'd get.
Because no one really thought we were staying at 100. No one thought we were going to stay at 140%.
Look, the question from an economic perspective on tariffs is you may collect the tariff on one end, and the question is what happens to the real economy on the other end.
And so far we have not seen.
And so far we haven't seen it yet.
There was a major, catastrophic prediction, right? The Panikins, the whole world's going to fall apart. And we just haven't seen that. And I think there does need to be a little contrition by the economic ruling class, hey, back when we were saying this was going to be the worst thing for the global markets ever, it turns out what it has done is it recentered America as the center point of the world economy, that people wanted to invest in this country.
And the best case scenario is that these countries, it's important to them that they continue to trade with us, and they're eating some of the tariffs, and they're not directly paying for it, but that's where the pain is.
And I don't want to speak for him, but I'm going to make a bet that if David Solomon were sitting here today, this is the CEO of Goldman Sachs.
I've met him.
Right. That there's part of David that likes some of the policies that this president has put forward around taxes.
More of them, not just some, most.
Right. And I'm sure he hates the fact that he is called out by the president and told to go back to being a full-time DJ or whatever the president said.
I'm told he is a good
yesterday.
DJ.
He is a good DJ. And so I think that's why I said it's not just that there's one side of the world that thinks one thing and one side of the world that I think there's actually individuals who can hold both ideas in their head.
Charlie,
and by the way, are confused.
Have you ever felt anybody that is even a quasi supporter of President Trump? And maybe I put myself in that category. There are plenty of times where you're uncomfortable trying to defend some of the things that are. Have you ever felt uncomfortable with anything?
Look, I'm uncomfortable defending some of the things I've said a couple years ago. But look, I just look at results, and I look at this is a guy that goes to work every single day and produces wins for the American people. And look, real wages are up this year for working people, $1,100. We just saw the report that we're starting to see crude go down a little bit, and we need that definitely to have energy prices go down. Capital expenditures are going up, which is a leading prerequisite for economic growth. And I get all the objections. I just want to say one final thing, though, is that I think that we need to rework our mental model when it comes to Donald Trump, especially in people that are running companies, because they're looking too much on the flow on X.